The first call of baseball is heard from playgrounds and backyards. Come play, it says. Learn how to catch, how to throw, how to hit. Next thing we know, we're squeezing the last bit of daylight out of the day for just one more swing or pitch or fly ball. This call rings on through sandlot games, youth leagues, and into high school. And during this time, a dream is born of one day making it to the big leagues. Every year, a new crop of hopefuls eagerly awaits to hear if their name will be called on draft day. For a select group of blue chippers, expectations will be high. For the rest, there can be no expectations, only hopes. These are the dark horses, garnering little fanfare they'll need to find a way to demonstrate that they belong amongst the best of the best. History shows that a handful can defy the odds and succeed at the game's highest level. What does it take for one of the many to rise out of the pack and make it to the show? It takes finding an identity as a player. It takes learning from one's successes and failures on the field. It takes the desire to raise the bar of our potential. It takes a lot of things. That's why only the most dedicated and driven will get there. And even fewer will see their star rise to the full realization of that whispering call to play from so long ago.
Aram?
Just days before the 40-round MLB draft, some lesser-known prospects get one last chance to make an impression at Bowman Scout Day. His name having finally been called, an anxious prospect steps up for his turn to put his plate skills on display. Never has this player had the chance to command the attention of so many big league buyers. He looks to make his case for draft consideration. Most of today's Scout Day participants are not considered blue-chip prospects, but they all have blue-chip aspirations. A player looks to follow up his efforts at the plate with a demonstration of solid defensive fundamentals. At the major league level, the defensive standard is near perfection. This prospect looks to deliver as clean a performance as he can. Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance, who reminds him that he's still got one more chance to make an impression on the big league buyers. While preparing for the first of 2 games at the Topps Amateur Showcase, a prospect is approached by a representative of the MLB Scouting Bureau.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day 1 between the prospects from the Eastern Seaboard and those representing the West. Ken Weaver, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the things you look for in a pitcher, Matty, is movement on the fastball, and this guy has great run on his fastball. What does that mean? On his arm side, when he throws, the ball has it looks almost like a cutter. It has this little sweeping action, and what it does, it keeps from hitting it off the barrel of the bat. But a very difficult pitch to command.
And there's out number 2. Now at the plate, Jason Fuller, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home.
Jason Fuller.
Short, hit hard. James throws in time, and that's out number 1. Ready for another chance? Big Daddy James. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. It's really pretty simple. He's here at the showcase to show scouts he can contribute at the major league level. When he has at-bats like that one, notching solid base hits, the scouts are going to sit up and take notice.
Grounded to first.
Find the ball.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Nice job.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jim Bond. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Jim Bond.
A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. Digging in and looking for more, Big Daddy James. He singled his last time up.
Big Daddy James.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Soft liner to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Striding in once again, Prince Hernandez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Tapper up the line. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Big Daddy James, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Line drive to left. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the eighth.
Center fielder number 33, Julio.
Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Yeah, and coming into this showcase, nobody was talking about his speed, but that stolen base proves that running isn't all just about speed. It's about situational awareness, getting a good jump, taking what the defense and the pitcher are giving you. Well done there.
Delgado comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to...
Digging in, Big Daddy James, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming, here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Pena sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first. Now at the plate, Patrick Capata, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Patrick Capata.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Gets dirty and gloves it. The throw to first. Oh, but he beats it out. Great effort comes up. Digging in to try it again. Big Daddy James. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. A ball hit softly on a line to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Kenny Acevedo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Lima gets his lead at first, nobody out. Will play ball to second. 4 right to him. And they will tag him out between first and second. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with it. Coming to the plate now, Patrick Capata. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Big Daddy James.
Big Daddy James.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI. The tag, and they'll get 2 out of it. At the plate, Patrick Capata. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Patrick Capata.
Ground to short. James scoops it up. And there are 2 away now. Ready once again, Raul Gutierrez.
The left fielder, number 10, Raul Gutierrez.
Now the 0-1. Up the middle. James ranges. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Leading off the inning, Big Daddy James, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alejandro Pena.
Alejandro Pena.
The 2-2. The other way, and it's into the gap. Cordova is on his way home. In to score is the runner from first. That makes it 7-4. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Big Daddy James.
Big Daddy James.
First pitch on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. Line down the left field line.
Go hard, keep scoring, go hard, go hard.
This will be foul. Pena leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Now in the box, Scott Aiken. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Scott Aiken.
Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away. Standing in with the bases loaded, Harold Regan, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Oh, here's a little looper, and that's going to drop a base hit. 1 run is scored, but not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1. And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. The Central took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end.
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young hopeful receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the Major League. With the 27th pick, the Washington Nationals select Big Daddy James, a shortstop from the East region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. While being selected is a major milestone, new draftees still face long odds of ever making it. After impressively finishing out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to open the following season with a Double-A club. A welcoming manager offers some simple wisdom.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Coming to the plate now, Bud Atkins. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
1-1.
Weakly to the left. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
You know, D-Roll as a pitcher, that could...
Stepping into the box, Big Daddy James, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground toward the left.
Right here on the back.
And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Now at the plate, Stephen Brunner. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Stephen Brunner.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam. Digging in, Henry Sato. And their runners at the corners now.
Henry Sato.
Grounded weakly to the left. He's got to hurry. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on it. Next will be the designated hitter, Hideki Shimizu. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready now with the payoff hit. A bouncer to the left side, James. And that's the 2nd out. In now, Darius Yeager. He reached on a single in his first try.
Darius Yeager.
Bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. Digging in the switch hitter, Sidney Paquette, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score. Digging in now, Big Daddy James will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Ready for another shot now, Darius Yeager. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
1-1-1.
The ground out to short. James has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Digging in once again, Big Daddy James. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
At the plate, Big Daddy James. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Paquette is in pursuit, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Bowie Bay Sox. team's future stars. So striding forward now, Sidney Paquette. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Sidney Paquette.
To short. James moving. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And with that, here's a glance at the starting. Stepping in, Big Daddy James, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looped out towards short. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
The batter.
Ready now, Stephen Brunner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Right side, fair ball down the line. And a relay home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Hey, not a bad job of hitting right there, D-Row. That wasn't the greatest of 2-strike breaking balls, but you have to give this hitter credit for staying back and getting the barrel of this one.
Yeah, he did him a favor, though, Dan. You know what?
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Now batting, Big Daddy James.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th. Striding in, Bud Atkins comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. And boatload as we enter the middle innings. They get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Striding in once again, Big Daddy James. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Ready once again, Stephen Brunner.
Stephen Brunner.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Ready for another shot now, Henry Sato. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field.
Have a look.
Hale makes the catch, and now they might be able to double him off at first. On to first, a double play. 1 hit, 1 left. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darius Yeager. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-2.
1-1-1.
Grounded back up the middle. James. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. Digging in once again, Big Daddy James. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all away, and he was going to zone him up.
A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Stephen Brunner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's a high pop-up. Moeller is under it. 1 away. Henry Sato will stand in as we'll flash you back to the 2nd inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. Shot looped to the left. Scooped up. 1 there. But 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So that one wasn't a one-run finish today. 5-4 the final score. The Senators jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Edwin Jackson gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Jimmy Fuentes was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Dan Napier records the save, his first of the year. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league. Tanner Scott, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. On now to the bottom of the second. Harrisburg is out in front, 2-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Sidney Paquette. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Little chopper back to the mound. There's one. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Digging in for his second at-bat, Big Daddy James. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Grounded up the first baseline. And there's out number 2. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Ready for another chance? Big Daddy James. He singled his last time up.
Big Daddy James.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
All right, way to square that up. Good job.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Henry Sato.
Henry Sato.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. He loses him on ball 4. Stepping up now, Fernando Diaz. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Fernando Diaz.
The 1-2.
Right,
soft liner to the right side. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. Back to first, but it's right by him. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word. Coming to the plate now, Ronald Sanchez is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. 0-1, here's the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Mulder is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits. Digging in to try it again, Fred Gaston. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Gaston.
One in there as this is rolled out to short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit.
The batter, number 10.
Now at the plate, Big Daddy James. He's 2 for 3 thus far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gaston on the move. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. Next will be the designated hitter, Hideki Shimizu. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. 4-0 the score this afternoon. Harrisburg jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Eric Fetty earns his first win of the season. Tanner Scott.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
The show's continuing coverage of East. Tim Newby gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little Billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Now to the plate, Fernando Diaz. He reached on a single in his first try.
Fernando Diaz.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
Pick up
Hit
the ball.
out towards
Stay
second.
Stay right here on the bag, on the bag.
And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Victor Robles digging in now.
Now batting.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got.
And they get the double play at third. So after the 3 spot last time around, leading off the inning, Tim Newby, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Newby.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. James. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. At the plate, Big Daddy James. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Velasquez over to his left. Throw gets him, 2 down. Striding in, Big Daddy James. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Big Daddy James.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left. Strike 1. From the belt, the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Stockton, a right-hander standing 6'3". He throws a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seamer, a changeup, a slider, and a splitter. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Into the box now, Big Daddy James. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning.
James.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And he is going to beat the throw home as he scores to make this a 5-3 game now.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there in easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here. Next will be Jose Osuna. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
And that's going to bring in the run from third, and just like that, it's back to a 1-run ball game. Now at the plate, Big Daddy James. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a hot shot toward third. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew Stevenson.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes
he makes the catch, and they have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. And this one concludes at a 10-7 score. Altoona used a huge 8th inning to help secure the win. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A East. Oliver Aguila, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his...
Hit on the ground out to short, reined in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Now at the plate, Bob Randall, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Bob
A 1-1 home.
1-1
As he grounds this one to short, to his right. And there are 2 away now. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Darren Keating, and their runners at the corners now.
Darren Keating.
2.
Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits. Now in the box, Big Daddy James.
Shortstop. Big Daddy.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A bouncer up the middle. Lerma comes up with it. And quickly there are 2 away. Stepping in, Jimmy Molina. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Molina.
Here now the 2-2. Liner in there for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy.
Striding into the box, Big Daddy James. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, Dero, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you could tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hit.
2-1. James, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
The slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. So here's the cleanup hitter, Darren Keating. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Quickly to the left. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have.
Digging in and looking for more, Big Daddy James in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Ochoa is after it, and that retires the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and 2 men left stranded. In now, Miguel Ochoa. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Ochoa.
0-1 pitch on its way. This ball is hit on the ground towards short. James. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
Minor League Baseball is live and on. So digging in now, Big Daddy James. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Randall sprinting after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Stepping in, Big Daddy James. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. The relay. Throw won't get him.
He didn't fool anybody there because he was waiting on that curveball all the way. Stays back and lets it break right over the heart of the plate. Gives it a ride and drives in a run. Nice piece of hitting right there.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Henry Sato. He'll swing it from the left side right here. 0-1, here's the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Molina has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on only 2 hits. Digging in for his second at-bat, Geraldo Lerma. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Short, hit hard. Played on the back. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5.
Pitching for the curve, number 11, Andy.
Digging in and looking for more, Big Daddy James. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice.
Ready for another chance. Jimmy Molina, 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Digging in once again, Carlos Cortez.
Second baseman, Carlos Cortez.
Grounded to short. Backhanded. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Big Daddy James.
Number 10, shortstop, Big Daddy James.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
2-0 now. Robles takes his lead at third with one away. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 6-1. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Now batting.
A throw behind the runner at second. And he can't get back in time, and he is out at second.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you could coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, Edwin Jackson gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he's up to hit.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. Now at the plate, Big Daddy James, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Softly hit out to short. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Stephen Bruner.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swinging a blooper to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Henry Sato. He flew out in his last at-bat. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Way to get on base.
Digging in to try it again, Big Daddy James. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
Hit out towards second. Oh, what a dive. To second for one. On to first, and they turn the double play. Striding in once again, Big Daddy James. He singled his last time up.
Big Daddy James.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. So, leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. That's inside, 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
3-0 to him now. Up in the strike zone, but the take sign was on, 3-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Lifted into center field. Luis is there, and the side is retired. So no runs here on no hit. Digging in the switch hitter, Darius Yeager. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Weakly to the left. James gonna have to hurry. Throw goes over to third, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Standing in, Samuel Luis.
Now batting, second baseman, Samuel Luis.
Here now the 2-2. Ground to short. James takes it in. And that's the second out. Ready for another shot now, Andreas Huerta. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. 0-2, here it comes. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Stepping into the box, Big Daddy James.
Shortstop, Big Daddy James.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground to short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1. The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes into the box. Samuel Luis, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Second baseman, Samuel.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. All left side. To his left, Wallace. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And with that, here's a look at the visitors. So striding forward now, Big Daddy James. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Two-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again. De La Cruz leads off first with 1 away. Chopped weakly to the left. He turns and goes to second, and they do get the out there. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Nothing across here this half. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. In now, Darius Yeager. He drew a walk his first time up. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Short. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in now, Big Daddy James comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looped out toward third, and this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out. Digging in, Sidney Paquette, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. 3 runs already home here. Hit on the ground out to short. James. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Bay Sox lead this thing 3-1. Striding in, Big Daddy James, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball here, 0-1. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there, base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Paquette is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Striding into the box, Bud Atkins. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. The 1-1. To the left side. James right there. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Senators rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Quentin Greer claims the win out of the pen, his first. Dan Napier closes the door for the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll just about do it for Mark DeRosa.